The Iran nuclear deal signed in 2015 gave Iran exactly what it wanted: billions of dollars in sanctions relief. This deal was led by Obama, and it was done under the condition that Iran's nuclear program will be exclusively peaceful. Iran agreed that under no circumstances will Iran ever seek, develop, or acquire any nuclear weapons, and it allowed a monitoring regime as well. But the deal allowed a commercial nuclear program, and Iran was all set to covertly exploit this for its nuclear weapons program. On the side, Iran continued hostilities against Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the US. So Iran got it all: sanctions relief, the chance to work on its nuclear ambitions, and the opportunity to divert its riches into proxy militias that furthered Iran's geopolitical ambitions at the cost of the US and its allies. But then the Democrats were voted out. But in 2018, Trump turned all of that around. He ended the deal and imposed harsh sanctions on Iran under his maximum pressure policy. And ever since then, the Islamist regime of Iran has been crippled economically and diplomatically. But now, things have changed again. Biden, Obama's vice president at the time, is keen on returning to the Obama era. And a new radical president in Iran has come into the picture. And he has a clear message for the US. Hi, and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Shubhangi, and in this video, I will tell you about Ebrahim Raisi's warning to the US. Let's begin. Iran's President-elect Ebrahim Raisi, a known radical and staunch supporter of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's nuclear ambitions, has sent a loud and clear message to US President Joe Biden. Tehran will not negotiate over its ballistic missile program, nor will it end support to regional militias. Even before assuming power, Raisi has stuck to a hardline foreign policy. The Iranian president-elect knows just how desperate Biden is for a return to the 2015 Iran nuclear deal, or what is formally known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. So Raisi does not want to concede anything while compelling Biden to return to the 2015 deal. In fact, Iran has already been turning quite aggressive in its actions. Recently, some Iranian ships were believed to be headed towards Venezuela, supposedly to conduct an arms transfer. But when the US started hinting that it wants to return to the 2015 Iran nuclear deal, which was scrapped by former US President Donald Trump in 2018, the ships changed course. Biden has been trying hard to appease Iran. Last week, for the Iraq War resolution, the US House of Representatives voted to repeal a war resolution that authorized US military activity in Iraq. This was really a gift to Iran by the Biden administration, as Tehran can now use its proxies in Iraq to carry out offensive actions against the Arabs and the Israelis. For Biden, referring to the Iran nuclear deal is really an uncontrollable obsession. The incumbent US president has inherited the mandate to revive JCPOA from his former boss, Barack Obama. It is no secret that Biden continues to operate in the shadow of the Obama era, and the former US president influences Biden very strongly. Now, Obama himself had a very strong leaning towards Iran and the 2015 nuclear deal, with a former Iraqi lawmaker going as far as speculating that Obama had a Shiite background in an attempt to explain his willingness to work with Iran. Iran's president-elect Ebrahim Raisi also understands Biden's inner desire to resurrect the 2015 nuclear deal. So he wants to squeeze as many concessions as he possibly can from the United States. In his first press conference, Raisi said, the US is obliged to lift all oppressive sanctions against Iran. About the nuclear deal negotiations, Raisi said, "We support the negotiations that guarantee our national interests. America should immediately return to the deal and fulfill its obligations under the deal." Iran's president-elect wants the US to return to the 2015 nuclear deal and also demands a full rollback of sanctions. At the same time, he has made it amply clear that Tehran will not make any concessions whatsoever. This is exactly what Obama had given Iran in 2015, and the Shiite nation wants to go back to the same era. There is now a strong consensus on the issue in Iran. The outgoing Iranian President Hassan Rouhani was moderate and not in agreement with Ayatollah's hardline position. But Raisi, an ultra-conservative, enjoys the backing of the Iranian supreme leader. Therefore, the Iranian regime has evolved into an even more radical regime with the Iranian president-elect, supreme leader, and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps all on the same page. Iran knows Biden wants to return to the 2015 Iran nuclear deal at any cost, but he is facing a lot of pressure from within the US as well as from US allies like Saudi Arabia and Israel. In fact, Biden wants the Iran nuclear deal so badly that he has also jeopardized Washington's relations with Saudi Arabia. The Shiite nation, however, will keep nudging Biden for a return to the 2015 nuclear deal. With Raisi's accession to power, Iran is going to turn far more radical, and this is not good news for the US. The US will be now squeezed by Tehran for a meek surrender in terms of the Iran nuclear deal negotiations. It is to be seen now how Biden reacts to this.